is the question that I have still is the Monster Hunter Rise amiibo, like in Australia, what the hell is going on with it? So this is a very me thing, but Vooks, so they're a big Nintendo Australian website. They actually confirmed with Nintendo Australia that it will come out in Australia. These Monster Hunter Rise amiibo. So there's 3 amiibo that are coming out, but we still don't know any details, and it's starting to really annoy me. And then it's starting to actually remind me of what happened with the Golden Shovel Knight amiibo when they launched, where they were coming out in the States. So GameStop already has Monster Hunter Rise amiibo for sale in America, so you can pre-order them. And normally you can do that here in Australia with amiibo, but I do find with a third-party amiibo, it's a bit messed up in Australia. Maybe they don't have the same relationships, and then often it will just randomly drop and get sold out within a few hours because they've made X amount for Australia and it said, whatever. So yeah, I just wanted to sort of whinge about this. I want to waste my money, Capcom. Help me out, Capcom.
This is the Intergot Amiibo whinging segment.
Yes, he's got a massive first world problem that needs to be sorted pronto.
Well, I've not committed, but I have gotten every single amiibo from a certain point in time. So it's just like, it's annoying. Like, I don't want to import it and then it gets released in Australia the week after.
So just can I ask, what do these amiibo actually do anything in Monster Hunter Rise?
It's not about that. It's not about that.
He doesn't even open them, dude. He just has them on his
a legitimate
shelf.
No, that's a legitimate question. Do these amiibo actually do anything in Monster Hunter Rise? Do you know if they do or not?
Yeah, I do. So I think generally with amiibo, they've become very much like the DLC that you'd get with the special collector's edition that Mike would have, right? Where they'll never gate off truly important or useful things in the game. It's like cool cosmetics or like funny cosmetics or something like that, or like some little things that will help you at the start but won't really skew the game. And I just say that because in Metroid Samus Returns, so the Metroid 2 remake that they released on the 3DS a few years ago, they did gate off some functionality in the amiibo. Ooh. And I think the backlash that they got from that, because I mean, Metroid isn't a big game. I'd love if it was a big game, but in reality is it doesn't sell a lot. And the amount of pushback that they got from people about that, like I've just noticed that since then, no amiibo has been released that has done or had like things that were like gated because of that.
What does it do?
Yes, okay. I'm trying to educate you, Sweeney.
I know that stuff.
Yeah, it gives you skins.
Thank you.
In the style of the flagship monster Magnum Arlo.
Okay, cool. So
right.
The reason I thought it might be that, I didn't know though, so it wasn't me just getting you to repeat information that I actually already knew.
Yeah.
But it's interesting because Monster Hunter, at least with World, and I'm assuming the past ones, but they go crazy with the microtransactions.
Oh yeah.
So there are so many, but they're all cosmetic, right? They're purely cosmetic skins and things like that. Like, you know, they had a Ryu like thing where you could do an emote and it was like a fireball, stuff like that. So they go crazy with that, and a lot of it's cool, a lot of it's very surface level. But the fact that it's basically just that, plus they also will have their other microtransactions, no doubt. So it's just interesting to know that they've kind of, you know, just done that with the Amiibo. But the reason I want to know is, was there actually anything cool? Should I actually look out for these Amiibo if it's something cool to the game? So
I mean, so there's the 3. So there's the Palamute, what's the cat? The Palamico, is that right?
Palico,
yeah, that's right. And then the Magnum Arlo. They're the 3 Amiibo.
I don't know Palamico. Like, the cats are Palicos. I don't know if Palamico.
No, Palico. That's what I was meant to say. I was mixing it up with the Magnum Arlo.
Okay.
Yeah, so I actually, like, even playing the demo, the amount of personality in the characters that they imbue is just awesome. So I super want the Amiibo. So, like, I fully admit that I buy Amiibo. Doesn't matter if it could be the worst Amiibo ever, and I'll still buy it. If at this stage Nintendo releases it, I'll get it.
Now do you see why the fact that I named my Palico in Monster Hunter World after one of our friends, I thought it was really cool. Because you're running around with him all the time. It's like, oh, hey, there's friend's name running around with me attacking monsters. Like, it's cool. It was just cool.
That's weird. That's
Is it Francis?
I wasn't going to say any names.
It's super weird because you
It's Francis,
also
isn't it?
it's super weird because you can like pat them and do all that kind of stuff and give them a snack. So it's a little bit condescending, Swinny, but
Wow,
Yeah.
Swinny has a weird fetish.
anyway, let's move on from this Amiibo story. You know, I'll update if there is an update, but I do think that they'll randomly drop it. So I should say to people that you should follow us on Big Wig Pod on Twitter, because as soon as they release it somewhere, I'll post it there. So, you know, I'm often the only person in Australia that cares about this Amiibo stuff. So you actually find it here first often, which is sad. All right, let's go into our next story. So